Imagine this. It's March 1974. World War II ended almost 30 years ago, but suddenly, news breaks that the last Japanese soldier has finally surrendered. This was 29 years after the end of World War II in the Pacific. The name of the Japanese soldier name was Hiroo Onoda, a lieutenant who had been hiding in the jungles of Lubang Island in the Philippines since 1944. His story became an instant global sensation. Onoda was sent to the island on a mission to conduct guerrilla warfare against Allied forces in 1945. His orders from a general were crystal clear. You are forbidden to take your own life. As long as you have one soldier with you, you must lead. We will come back for you. He took those words to heart, perhaps too literally. When Japan surrendered in August 1945, the war was over for everyone, except Onoda and his two remaining comrades. American planes dropped leaflets announcing the end of the war, but Onoda dismissed them as clever enemy propaganda. He was convinced it was a trick to lure them out. For nearly 3 decades, he and his men moved through the dense jungle, evading search parties sent to find them. They survived on what the jungle offered, and by stealing food from local villagers. But their story has a much darker side. Believing they were still at war, Onoda and his men didn't just steal. They killed. To them, any local who saw them was a potential informant who could reveal their position. They killed over 30 Filipinos during their time in hiding. To the people of Lubang Island, they weren't soldiers. They were the demonyo sa bundok, the demons of the mountain. One of Onoda's companions surrendered in 1950, another was killed in a shootout with local police in 1972, leaving Onoda completely alone. He held out for 2 more years. His surrender only happened after a young Japanese adventurer found him and convinced him the war was truly over. The Japanese government then located Onoda's former commanding officer, now an elderly bookseller, and flew him to Lubang to formally relieve Onoda of his duty in person. When Onoda returned to Japan, he was celebrated as a hero, a symbol of unwavering loyalty and duty. He became a worldwide celebrity. But there was a chilling reality that was largely overlooked. He was never held accountable for the deaths of more than 30 innocent people. He had created a reality where the war never ended, and his actions were justified within that bubble. In an act of diplomacy, Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos granted Onoda a full pardon for all the crimes he had committed. By then, the world had changed. Japan was no longer an enemy, but a key ally. While this pardon might have been politically necessary, it's hard to imagine that the families of his victims on Lubang Island felt that justice was served. It's a complex legacy of duty, delusion, and the deep, lasting scars of war. Thanks for watching. What do you think about this incredible story? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating tales from history.